feel sort of like a movie bad guy with bad puns. You will be hard-pressed to find someone more evil. I have devised an evil system. No amount of iron you lift will prevent you from... I don't have one for iron. Today on GozurHotList, why is my shirt so wrinkled? We have the Black & Decker 2-in-1 Steam and Iron. Can you see that steam? I don't know if you can. That's right, today we have the Black & Decker 2-in-1 Steam and Iron, and it is a hefty guy. It's probably around 4 or 5 pounds. It seems like it's well built. It seems like it's really good quality. So we have our water reservoir here, and that holds a pretty good amount of... It's gonna be burping at us the whole video here, burping steam. It has this reservoir here, which holds a pretty good amount of water. You want to use filtered water, purified water, or distilled water. Anything that will take out some of those minerals so that it doesn't clog up the whole system here. This ergonomic handle, I think it's really comfortable to hold, and with your trigger finger there. The trigger itself is pretty easy to use. I'm not gonna push it because it's gonna shoot a bunch of steam at us, but it does have this locking, oh, there I go. It has this locking mechanism here, so that's really nice so your finger doesn't get sore if you're doing a bunch of clothes. The thing I'm most interested to see on this is if this ironing plate is really going to work. You can see on this shirt I have this little dog ear. That's what I'm looking to get rid of. My wife asked me to see if I could get rid of this like folded button area here. So those are some of the things I'm really interested to see if this ironing part can do. I have not tried this thing out yet. I just bought it from the store. I think it was around $50 at Target. If you are using more delicate materials, maybe that could melt with the iron, it does have this delicate fabric attachment, just clips right on there so that that iron's not gonna touch those clothes accidentally. It's actually cool to the touch here. So it does preheat really quickly in about less than a minute, and one thing I'm already finding is it gets really hot around the sides. I think because of that iron. Let's see how it does. I'm like one of those 1950s dads that gets home and then just spends the rest of the evening in his V-neck white ratty undershirt. I'm gonna roll up a pack of cigarettes in here. Don't smoke, kids. Don't smoke. Whenever I see people smoking, I'm like, oh, people still do that? All right, let's try it out here. I don't know if you can see all those wrinkles, but it should look at least better afterward. Looks like it's working. Looks like those wrinkles are starting to come out actually pretty easily. Let's try the sleeves here. Truth be told, I have not used one of these ironing guns very often, maybe once or twice in my life, and this is really user-friendly. It's easy to use. It looks like it's doing a fantastic job here. All right, so here's where this dog ear sort of comes in. I'm gonna lay it down, and I'm gonna use this plate to sort of press this out. Let's see. I'm also steaming at the same time. I don't know if that's the right move. Ooh, that looks good. Let me show you guys. Boom, flat as a pancake. Flapjack, sort of a lumberjack shirt, so flat as a pancake. Do lumberjacks eat pancakes? Is it the syrup? I guess I don't know anything about lumberjacks. This thing is awesome. In that one use, there are no wrinkles left on that shirt at all. I'm gonna try Gail's blouse here with that really folded edge. Let's see. I guess I'm gonna treat this like I'm just ironing a regular shirt here. It's a little tricky. It doesn't have a good point like a traditional iron. I think it did a decent job here. It could have done a little bit better, but definitely for how quick it is, it looks a lot better. Like I was saying, it's sort of hard to get into little areas like this because it doesn't have like the point of an iron. But that's pretty good. I'm gonna put on this delicate little protector here and just sort of freshen up this little teddy bear jacket. It's my daughter's. Pretty cute. I don't know really how wrinkled this was, but I just wanted to I didn't know what else to use the Delicates thing on. I mean, it looks fluffy, looks fresh. This might be a good test. This was Gail's idea. I'm gonna try to do these curtains. You can see there's some creases here. I think you can see that. So we're gonna try it out. I might take off the Delicates thing here. I think it's okay if it presses on it. It's definitely getting some of those wrinkles out. Maybe it's a little bit better. I don't know if it's really ideal for that sort of big use, but it did seem to work wonders on the shirt itself. Walking around in my undershirt for the whole internet to see. Can we just cut to a montage of me steaming things? I think it did a really great job on this thing. So, what's my first impression? Well, it does seem like a really sturdy machine. I think it is going to hold up. It comes with a 2-year warranty, which I think is pretty generous for a device like this. It's heavy enough that I think it's not going to be knocked over easily, which I think is important because this front of it does get pretty hot. The instruction manual says the front gets up to about a medium heat on a traditional iron, so that is pretty warm, could definitely burn you. The pros. It did preheat very quickly. The weight and feel of it is very nice in your hands. I really do like the ironing plate for something like a pocket or the edges here. I've been messing with this thing for about 30 minutes or so, and I'm only about a quarter of the way down, so I think this will last you a long time without having to refill it over and over. Another pro is this little attachment. It's simple, but I think it'll allow you to do all kinds of different clothes. The Black & Decker name is probably most closely associated with power tools, and this thing is a power tool. You can feel that motor going as you pull the trigger. I think it's going to last a really long time. The cons. As you saw, it's not great for something like a curtain or a bigger use, I think, at least not this particular curtain. Another thing I mentioned earlier is it does get pretty hot up around your hand. Not hot enough to burn me, but definitely it's uncomfortable to keep your hand there for a long time. I do wish that the ironing plate sort of had a point where you could get into corners and things. That's really what you need an iron for compared to just a steamer. And I wish it had some kind of heat level setting or even a steam level setting. It's just sort of a pull the trigger and go sort of thing. It doesn't really provide much variety to the steam or the heat that you're putting off. The reason we got this is a replacement for an iron that broke. I don't think that you really need one of these if you have a traditional iron, especially an iron that produces steam already. But I think at $50, this could be a pretty quality replacement to a traditional iron. In the short time I've had it, I really like it. I'm going to give the Black & Decker 2-in-1 steam and iron an 8.1. Time will tell on this one, but as a first impression, I think it's going to be a really useful tool. Thank you so much for watching GozurHotList. Remember to like and subscribe down below. Please subscribe, it makes a huge difference for the channel. Remember to leave a comment letting me know what iron you use and how long you leave your clothes in the laundry basket before you fold them.